Hi, Nancy. Today is March 19th, 2022. How are you doing? As the sutra says, cultivation is about removing the 5 desires and cultivating a heart of saint. The 5 desires are the desire for wealth, for beauty, for fame, for eating and sleeping. Today, I would like to share with you how to remove the 5 desires. This is a conversation between Venerable Ananda and one Brahman. Once, Ananda lived in the southeast of city Koshambe. One Brahman came to him and asked, Ananda, why are you following the Buddha? Ananda answered, to cut off desires. The Brahman asked, is there a way to cut off desires? Ananda said, yes, there is. The Brahman asked, what is the method to cut off desires? Ananda answered, Brahman, with a firm desire to pursue, through diligence, through managing the mind and observing the mind, bhikkhus make effort to cultivate and meditate. After obtaining samadhi power, they develop supernatural powers beyond the normal people. This is the way they cut off desires. The Brahman said, Ananda, based on what you said, won't the bhikkhus fall into endless cycles? The desire to pursue is also a desire. Isn't that to cut off desires with desire? Ananda said, Brahman, let me ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. The Brahman said, yes, I will. Ananda asked the Brahman, before you came here, didn't you have the desire to come here first? But once you arrived, that desire was not necessary anymore, and so it disappeared, didn't it? The Brahman answered, yes, it did. Ananda asked Brahman, before you came here, you were diligent trying to get here, but once you arrived, that diligence was not necessary anymore, and so it disappeared, didn't it? The Brahman answered, yes, it did. Ananda asked Brahman, before you came here, you had the thought to come here, but once you arrived, that thought was not necessary anymore, and so it disappeared, didn't it? The Brahman answered, yes, it did. Ananda asked again Brahman, before you came here, you contemplated whether you should come here or not, but once you arrived, that contemplation was not necessary anymore, and so it disappeared, didn't it? The Brahman answered, yes, it did. Ananda said, Brahman, the reasoning is the same. A bhikkhu who has obtained arhatship has completely swept away his annoyances. His life was purified. What he was supposed to do has been achieved. He put down the heavy burden of annoyances and reached his goal. He has completely destroyed the bond of transmigration and has been liberated in the ultimate enlightenment. His previous desire to achieve arhatship disappeared. His previous diligence to become an arhat disappeared. His previous thought to achieve arhatship disappeared. His previous observance to reach arhatship disappeared. Brahman, do you think this bhikkhu will be stuck in endless cycling? The Brahman said, Ananda, of course he will not. You are great. From now on, please witness my taking refuge in the Buddha with my whole life. Amitabha, this is today's Dharma share. It is truly rare and cherishable to rise the desire to achieve in the proper Dharma, because that desire will lead you to enlightenment, to true freedom. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.